Alright guys, so the LR-308 finally begins. I got my upper and lower out of jail yesterday. Pretty much ended up picking this up for pretty cheap. It's technically used. The guy who bought it was going to do a build, pretty much bought like 80% of the parts, and then decided to go with the LMT, whatever 308 they have. I'll let you guys know it is a JD machine billet, matching upper and lower. What makes it matching is that it's made out of one solid piece of aluminum, both upper and the lower, so it's supposed to fit better, be the same quality of materials, and be from the same block. It's usually a little bit more expensive to do it that way. These usually go for, I believe, like $650, and then out the door, at least in California after tax and all that, you're looking at about $750, give or take some. I ended up getting this for about $550. Again, I got it used. I was gonna go Mega 10. I like a lot of the features of the Mega 10. The only downside to the Mega is my AR-15 is a Mega lower. I kind of thought having matching rifles was kind of gay, and if some of you guys know, the logo for JD Machine is a reticle, and I thought that was pretty dope. The other good thing about JD is they are California local. They are a San Diego based company. I like that. I like supporting that they're local. Anybody else that knows JD knows that they have a high quality of parts. They're kind of a small shop, but they are, at least in California, they are pretty known for quality components. Again, I only paid about $550. These MSRP for these is about $650 plus fees. Again, after fees, I think I paid $580 total for this. The guy ended up throwing in the CMMG parts kit, and he gave me at the last minute a pretty much like an M4 style stock. As you can tell, everything's brand new. He bought everything, was going to do his LR build, and then ended up just buying one already ready to go. But it's M4 type stock, but for the 308, I believe the only difference is the spring and buffer are I think they're stronger. That's all. Other than that, it's pretty much the same thing as the AR-15. This is a DPMS platform. What some of you guys might not know what I mean by that is the DPMS platform. A AR-10 is actually a Armalite. That's what AR stands for, is Armalite. To technically legal or to realistically be called a AR-10, it has to be an Armalite. DPMS is a platform that copies the Armalite platform, but Armalite tried to pretty much control the 308 AR type platform and made their design a little bit different. So Armalite stuff, you have to buy Armalite. DPMS platform, there's a lot more companies and other things, just pretty much more parts. The DPMS platform was based to have as many AR-15 parts fit on the 308 as possible, so that way you have more options and more companies to choose from. Again, Armalite tried to kind of monopolize that, so there is two different platforms of 308 AR-15s. Again, to be called a AR-10, it has to be an Armalite technically, but a lot of people call these AR-10s because pretty much it's the same thing. Same thing as the AKM versus a real AK-47. Pretty much just something that like people like to throw a fit about, but technically this is not a AR-10 if you want to get technical. Again, I'll just show you guys the lower or the receiver set. As you can tell, I do have a bullet button. I ended up getting another rad lock. If you guys know and have seen my installation video, that I actually like this. This is the Gen XT, which is their new one, which has a logo, a little bit different machining and finish. This is a AR-15. This is one of the parts that fits both AR-15 and the 308 platform is the bullet buttons. I thought you had to get a 308 because I figured it'd be bigger, but it's not. The JD does come with a forward assist option, but after finding out, after purchasing this, I found out that most AR-10 and 308 bolt carrier groups do not have gills or forward assist latches, so this is pretty much useless. I'm going to buy a plug, and it's just going to be flush. No reason to have it on there if there's no gills to have that connect with the bolt carrier group. Armalite, you can get a bolt carrier group for that's an Armalite platform that does have gills, as far as I know. The Armalite platform is the only company with forward assist option, and that is interchangeable. Just the carrier group, I believe the bolts are different. What else? I believe the stocks are the same. JD does have the high profile. They do not have a low profile option as of right now. Their rails are high profile. They're just a little bit thicker, making it a little higher where the scope sits. Kind of sucks because obviously you want to get as close to the bore axis as possible. So the low profile would be a little bit better, but it's not going to make that much of a difference. It will make a slight difference in cheek weld and stuff like that, but it's something I can live with. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I got to buy a barrel and the gas block and all that stuff. I plan on going either an A2 style stock, or I plan on going with the UBR from Magpul. The UBR is kind of growing on me, but I do like the look of an AR or A2 style buttstock for precision builds. What else do I need to buy? Probably going to go with PMags, either 10 rounders or 20 rounders. Go with the LaRue one-piece scope mount. Probably end up going with the SWFA first focal plane scope, and probably going to go with the Troy MRF 762 rail. Again, the rail is going to be something that has to be, I believe, a 308 platform. As far as CMMG, again, I got this free with the kit. These go for about 50-60 bucks. What I like about the CMMG parts kit is they're different sections. They have instructions that tell you what bag. You can tell right here, it says yellow, red. It tells you what parts are going to be in there. Anybody that's built or put together a lower parts kit knows when it all comes in one baggie, it's kind of frustrating because it's a lot of shit that kind of looks alike. There's a lot of springs and pins that are slightly different sizes that end up, you have to sort and put everything aside before you can do it. CMMG is pretty cool. They have different colored baggies, and you just pick up the baggie, install it, and you already know what's coming, and it's already pre-assembled for you. I'm probably going to end up changing out the trigger. Right now I'm just going to use the standard CMMG trigger. I think it's at like a, what was it rated? I think it's at like a 6-pound trigger pull. If I was, yeah, 6 or 7 pound trigger pull. I'll probably get a Geisley or something, maybe a Jewel if they make it for the AR platform. I'll probably go with that for the trigger when I upgrade it. I think those break at about 3 to 4 pounds. Again, he gave me a stock with it. It's kind of, I'm trying to trade this off or sell it so I can get the UBR or the A2 style. I kind of think it looks a little funky with a M4 type stock on there, at least for a precision build like I'm doing. Again, I'm probably going to go with the 18-inch barrel. I was set on the 20, but I'm going to go with the 18-inch because the 2 inches is only supposed to be a difference of about 60 feet per second. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm probably going to go with a Mega barrel. Supposedly they're supposed to be Schillen blanks, and supposed to be pretty good. They're pretty new on the market. There's not that much stuff, so I figured I'd try it out and see how it went. I was going to go Bartlett blank, but that's pretty up there, and I've read good things about Schillen, but once I purchase that, I'll make kind of a part 2, 3, and 4, and so hopefully I'm done with this build. But yeah, I'll give you guys a look. Again, this is a JD machine billet upper and lower for the 308 or LR-308 platform. This is not a AR-10 platform technically, but if you want to call it an AR-10, this is a 308 AR pretty much. Again, there's a logo. I don't care if you can see my serial number. If you want to copy my gun, go for it. When the cops pull you over and notice that I still have my gun, you're still going to get busted. Again, I went with the Radlock bullet button system. Really big fan of that. If you've never used it, look into it. It's really cool. Simple screw in and very easy installation actually, and very quick to make it back into a standard mag release or a California and some other state compliant bullet button. I have to buy, again, the forward assist. I'm going to buy a plug because the bolt that I'm looking at, and pretty much most of them, they do not have assist gills on it, so it's pretty much useless. No reason to have it if it's not going to work, so I'm going to get a plug. And I got to find a dust cover. That's actually really hard. I've been searching for about a week, and I cannot find LR-308 freaking dust cover, so I might go without that for a little while until I freaking find one. Again, I'm probably going to go with the Troy Rail. I don't need to buy a barrel nut with that, supposedly. Supposedly those have like their own like nut system, and it's pretty much just a rail and a barrel nut all in one. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be about it. As for the bolt, again, I'm probably going to get a standard bolt carrier group for now, and then later on upgrade to the JP low mass and the JP low mass springs, which will pretty much, it's lightened and it's a really high-end material to stay lubed, and it's got pretty much a lot of material removed, so it's a lightweight. Supposed to lessen the recoil pulse or impulse, and but that's, I think, about $600 when said and done. So that's gonna definitely be an upgrade later on. I just want to kind of get this built and test it out and take it out to shoot. So it's gonna be pretty standard for now. I'm probably gonna end up using this stock until I can either trade it off or sell it, and then hopefully get my UBR, the A2 stock. And yeah, so that's gonna be part one of my LR-308 build. Hopefully pretty soon. I'm looking to take my time with this build, because usually I rush it, I get it all done in a month, and then it kind of sucks because I was looking forward to building it, and then I get it done real quick, and then makes me have to go get another project build, so to keep myself occupied. So again, I'm going to try and take my time with this one. It is the holidays. I can have some other stuff to spend my money on. Yeah, so that's going to be about it. I'm probably going to install the lower parts kit after I make this video. There's plenty of videos on showing you how to install those. No reason to make another one. But yeah, it's pretty much going to be about it. Again, JD Machine LR-308 billet one piece receiver with the high rail. So hopefully get this done pretty soon, and I'll have a couple more parts of this. So take it easy, guys.